What is up, guys? It's me, Troy, and I'm back again with another video. Look, I got a feather, but anyway. Anyway, today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a chop it up for Pawper to Pedigree by Angel M. I put all the information down below to the author as well as the book on Amazon. Pawper to Pedigree is a book about a woman named Marnie. Marnie owns this mobile pet grooming business, you know, via one of those huge buses. You know, you probably seen that TV show. I think there was a show once where they were having a competition of that whole sort. I'm not going to get into it right now. But like I was saying, Marnie owns a pet grooming business. It's called Pawper to Pedigree, and it's on a bus, so she has all the essential utensils and, you know, equipment that she needs to be mobile and visit her different clients. Some are standing clients, some are new clients, in order for her to groom, shampoo, and, you know, file the toenails of many of her clients' pets. But Marnie is not in this business alone. She does have a side partner along with her. It's a man named Aaron, and, you know, I really don't know how to take Aaron. I kept trying to kind of like him, and not that I didn't necessarily like him. I don't know how to put this, but he's basically, he gives you everything a campy gay male character is, except for the fact that he repeatedly reminds us that he's not gay. But yeah, he's, you know, snapping his fingers and giving. Have you ever seen that movie, Not Another Gay Movie? Well, he's that kind of guy. At the end of the book, he did mention that he just had an appreciation for the male aesthetic, but, you know, I don't have no reference material to draw up to explain that from my own perspective. But yes, there was Aaron. But in the strongest sense, I think Aaron just kind of served as like a humorous piece. Like, you know, there's Marnie and then there's Aaron, and then, you know, the combination of the two just had this chemistry that was made to make a lucrative experience of humor. But the character of Marnie is extremely interesting within herself. For one thing, her business of pet grooming in this mobile bus came via her relationship with an ex-convict or a convict or some sort of felon. You know, girl, he was in some mess, and he ended up giving her this bus, but she took what she could from it and made a business. But even furthering the interest of Miss Marnie, let me tell you, she's sort of like the Dr. Dolittle type of character, and I say that because she has this perceptive openness, perceived ability to hear the thoughts of the animals that she is grooming. Isn't that kind of interesting? So she can communicate with animals, specifically dogs. With all of that gumbo of information plugged in and seasoned salt and all kinds of stuff, girl, we got shrimp fried rice. No, we can't put shrimp fried rice in gumbo, right? No, we get into that. But with that gumbo of flavors all together in presentation of this book, I will have to say that if you are a dog lover, this is the book for you. So calling all dog lovers, go read Pawper to Pedigree. So here's the thing, and here's what I mean by that. Structurally, the book goes through different breeds of dogs that Marnie and her team or Aaron interact with. Each of these breeds of dogs, they have a different set of circumstances, a different set of problems that are communicated to Marnie, and Marnie in turn, of course, communicate these back to their owners, and that, you know, solves the problems. And like I said, structurally it features a different breed, and then there's several chapters going over, you know, that breed and the story and the conflict or whatever that they go through, and then all is pretty much resolved once the owners understand exactly where their pets are coming from. And an example of this is in the first part of the book, where there's I think it's called a pomegranate. What is those dogs called? Parmanian dog? Okay, I was talking about a fruit at this point, but there is a Parmanian dog. If I said that wrong, guys, please understand that I don't have this dog. I've never even came in contact with one of these dogs, okay? I only heard it on TV, alright? But anyway, this dog is having an issue with his owner. Excuse me, that's very important. With his owner. His owner is like this rich, snobby woman who's, you know, too along, you know, smoking a little. Well, no, that ain't her, it's another girl. But she just has this issue where she's just a snob. She's just a snob. Marnie or Aaron doesn't necessarily like the woman, but she's pretty much like a standing appointment. So they go and visit this woman, or she becomes a standing appointment. So they go and visit this woman to groom her dog. Now the issue is that her dog is so tired of this rich, snobby woman dressing him up in tutus and whatnot. You know, it's emasculating the dog, and he has an opinion about that, and he would love to communicate that opinion to Marnie, so she then can subsequently share that thought with his owner. And that is one of the examples of what Marnie does within this book. And another example is when Marnie comes in contact with an owner who I really did adore, and I kind of wanted to see a little bit more of her, but she was like this kind of like a bohemian, I want to say, kind of woman who, you know, she's smoking a little dope. You know, she has a little dog that's, he's not a little dog, but he's like a dog that's mixed with, I think he was a lab, a golden retriever and a lab, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know breeds and that sort of thing. But anyway, the dog's issue is that he loves to grow his nails long, and, you know, his owner doesn't like that. So there's a lot of funny scenes going on between Marnie communicating this to the dog and subsequently to Aaron, and then furthermore to the owner. And, you know, there's a part where Marnie straps on this sort of suit, like a coverall suit, and she grabs the dog and falls on her back, and then there's Aaron sawing at the dog's nails, trying to, you know, get him under control. And of course they use bacon to make that all work out eventually. So as you can see, this is a very humorous read. It's filled with so many stories about Marnie and Aaron's interaction with various breeds of dogs. And there's always a different issue, a different complaint, a different set of circumstances for them to go through in order to solve the dog's problem. But it's really just about a book about getting into the head of our dogs and understanding, you know, how as much as we love them and we treat them like family, that we do things to them that they don't always, you know, appreciate, despite the fact that they can't communicate that to us so directly. And that's where Marnie comes in. So, but really, like I said, I think this book is great for people who want a humorous read and who are dog lovers. And I really stress the whole dog lovers tag there. So if you love dogs, then this is probably a great book for you to read. You know, when it comes to the humor, I don't know, my humor is complete, was really different. So I mean, I wasn't necessarily, you know, falling on my back laughing. You know, I think Marnie had little lights, Marnie and Aaron, and this is just me, it's very relative what I'm saying here, but Marnie had little lights and humor, and of course Aaron probably did. You know, he had a little bit of he was giving me a little bit of a ballroom queen, despite the fact that he's not gay, but you know, whatever about that. But I wouldn't say I was necessarily busting out laughing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, my humor is a whole different thing. But let me tell you, those dogs were a trip. So if you want to read about them crazy ass dogs, then I think that that is something that you should definitely put yourself in the shoes of reading about, girl, because some of them just, I would have been like, look, I'm not finna fight you, okay? I'm not gonna fight you, little puppy. You better bring your ass on. But that is it, guys. That is my little chop it up of Pawper the Pedigree. I wanted to make sure I get this video out, you know, before, what is today, September the 1st. So, you know, and I read this book pretty much in August, so I want to make sure that that's out. Thank you once again, Angie and Angel. Why am I acting like I don't know? Because it's 2 A's, that's why. Thank you once again for bringing the book to my attention. I'm gonna leave a link and everything down below for anyone who's interested in reading this book. I think you should read it if you love dogs and you want to just have like a little afternoon. You know, here's Labor Day. Just get you something nice to read over the last few days of summer, well, at least weather-wise. But anyway, Pawper the Pedigree by Angel M. I'll see you guys next time in my next video, and I don't know what that's going to be about. But peace anyway, girl.